Welcome to uTalk, the best way to learn languages on all your devices. We bring you hand-picked topics to help with your everyday listening and speaking skills, and use dual coding, employing both visual and verbal memory to help anchor the vocabulary firmly in your mind. Within each topic, you'll see a clear learning journey. Start with practice, and then move through the activities from easy to hard. We like to think of this as the playground. There's no pressure here, it's just your chance to try out the new vocabulary and discover which words you find hardest.
Hello.
I'd like a coffee, please.
How much does this cost?
Listen to the sounds of the new language and get familiar with the images. If you're not sure about the meaning of a new word, the translation in your own language will help you. This is where the learning really starts. In each round, you're presented with 4 vocabulary options, then have to select the correct one from the oral prompt.
Passport.
Yes.
Listening very carefully means that you can get full marks without having learnt all of the words perfectly. This helps to boost confidence at an early stage. And if you don't get full marks first time round, knowing that it is possible through careful listening means that you'll go back again and again until you've won all those points. This is your first real chance to listen to your voice in the new language. It's often what people find most uncomfortable, but makes a real difference to understanding a language. Recording each word or phrase yourself, then playing through a version of the easy game with your own audio, makes you really listen to the words and decide which aspects of pronunciation you need more work on. By this stage, you'll recognise the words you already know, so it sifts out the ones you haven't got to grips with yet. In the hard game, you have to select the correct card from an audio prompt in rounds of increasing complexity. If you're finding this game hard, go back to practice to have another look at some of the vocabulary. Repeating rounds will help words stick in your mind. The hardest game in uTalk. Here, you not only have to know the words in the language you're learning, but you have to remember where on the screen they are when the cards flip over. The timer means that there's no time to translate in your head. You really need to know the new words instantly. It's tough, and it's meant to be. This is the ultimate test of how well you recognise the vocabulary. And once you've cracked it, you'll be well on your way to remembering all the new words. Finally, there's recall, the revision session. Whereas the previous activities teach you to understand what you hear, this one focuses on speaking, which uses a different part of the brain. It's quite hard to begin with, but gets easier with practice. Using nothing but a written prompt in your own language, you go through the full list of vocabulary, recording each word and marking yourself against the native speaker. You bring your language skills together here, speaking first, then listening back. And our tests show that learners judge themselves much more harshly than someone else would. This is the final check that the words have really sunk in. Some versions of the app will also include video topics, which improve your understanding of the natural pace and intonation of the language. You'll watch short clips of native speakers pronouncing useful phrases and dialogues.
I am well, thank you.
Then you'll play through a series of games which get you recalling and reproducing these phrases. With the video topics, the emphasis is all on speaking. We hope you'll love learning the uTalk way, combining visual and verbal memory to grow confidence in speaking and listening.